Yo, what's up? Hope you're doing all right. Today's just one of those days where I need to have a session, make a track, keep it chill. I wanted to invite you along just to kind of see the process, kind of get an idea started. Hopefully this kind of brings some inspiration into your world, into what you could do, or maybe just go make a track or kind of see some new techniques. Anyway, let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. Start with the kick. We'll do the up hat, classic, what you would expect, right? I'll turn the volume down on this up hat for now. Maybe make it a bit more staccato. Right, and then, boom, boom. That's cool. I'm going to quantize that. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn our swing up on that. Sure, why not? Let's just put this there. Cool, this is a little loud. That's fine. And I'm going to do some kind of light mixing. I'm going to bring this clap a little shorter. A little bit of reverb. And then in our filter on the second page, I want to turn up our bass, which is basically a high pass filter. I'm going to go all the way up and bring it back till I think it sounds good. That's good there. Go to our amp, turn it up a little bit more. So let's make this 32 steps now. So we have 2 bars, so I can play this a little longer. Let's see. Awesome, quantize that. No delay. That's cool. Bring this down, go back to our delay. Okay, so decent idea so far, right? We got some drums, kind of simple. But now we need some chords to kind of help fill it out. So I'm going to go ahead and use chords from my Oberheim Expander sample pack. Of course, I got a link to that down below. These are it's one of my favorite synthesizers. I miss it so much, but I'm so glad I sampled it before I sold it. This is a dope one. Let's see. Another one, filter open. I mean, come on, listen to that. Oh man, I need this one here. Okay, first try, let's go. I barely caught that. Okay, so on this second page, I actually want this to be right here early. We'll quantize these. That's fine. Yo, bring this down. Now I'm going to try and do some fake side chaining with this and just glue it a bit together with the compressor because the chords are just kind of chilling on top and I want everything to kind of move and gel together. So for starters, I'm going to just go to our amp page, turn the volume all the way down on our chords, go to our master track here and turn up the compressor. So we have this here. Let's kind of mess this around so we get a little bit more movement going. That was slamming for a split second. Cool, that's fine. Let's go to track 8, amp page. Let's get some more texture in here. And I'm even going to say overdrive. Just a little bit, but then in our filter page, same thing, bass. I'm just gonna pull it up and bring it back till I think it sounds good because we gotta do a bass line next. Maybe less envelope. The movement is cool, but I almost like the static, just chords. So you can hear that there's a tiny bit of a pause here. I want this step to hold for 14, but we might as well make it 15 to make it go really fast all the way into it. Boom, you can see like 13 and a half. I need it to be at least 14, so there we go. So it starts a little bit after and they basically choke each other. Otherwise, if it's like this, you'll hear a big gap. Right, and I don't want that. I just want it moving from one sound to the next. So I'm going to say 15 steps just so it's exactly here. This is going to choke that step. And if I really wanted to push it, I can just move our start point like in the middle of the sample so there's no opening attack from the original sample. Now, this sample here is from the DB01 sample pack, which I have linked down below, which is free. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so we can work with this, right? I can go ahead and move a couple of them right on the money. This sample here, let's move it. Ah, I think our sample just had a bit of error. What if I tighten it now? Yeah, that works. So I'm going to take our first page, copy that, paste it onto our third page. That's cool. I'll copy this, move it there. Oh. You can hear how much the kick really opened up our compressor, right? Maybe it's slamming a little too hard, so let's go check that out. We'll open up the threshold a little bit. And then I'll move our sidechain filter just a bit so it actually interacts with the kick a bit more. A little faster release, higher threshold. And you can use that as like a little indicator to kind of judge how much compression is actually happening. So again, that's better. You can hear that the kick, or the clap basically disappears once the kick's in. Right? What can we do to fix this? Not too much. I mean, it's kind of the name of the game at this point, unless you go and say track 1 is the side chain and now it's really doing a bunch of stuff. But we'll leave it as is. Here, we'll say, we'll turn our threshold up a little bit more. And then our ratio, maybe a little less, we'll do 6. But now we're losing the vibe, right? This is where I want to live. Whatever, we're gonna live with it. This is the name of the game. Okay, we're gonna copy this pattern. We're gonna go here, and I'm gonna paste this pattern here, and I am going to take track 4, which is this open hat, and change it to something else. So let's see, I got a couple other hats in here. I like this here, and we'll high pass it a bit. So blessing and a curse about the Digitakt, every pattern is completely independent. So if we go back to this one here, track 4 settings are the way they are. If I go to track 10, it's gonna have that new hi-hat, right? They don't interact with one another. Oh, let's go, right? But this is annoying if I then want to just make a couple subtle changes to this later on in another pattern, because it's not going to follow along with these changes, if that makes sense. So I'm going to boost up our highs here. Just this little section here. We'll high pass this. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll do EQ1. That's cool. Push that there and bring it down a little bit. Track 8, filter it down. See, if I go back to track 1, the filter is now open again, and I gotta play with this. Another quick tip here, hold down filter, you can hit copy, go to the next pattern, and then paste the same settings, the same page settings from the previous pattern to the new pattern for whatever track is currently selected. Also, purple mutes are pattern mutes. Green mutes are global. So if I have this kick muted here and I switch over to pattern 10, this kick will stay muted. So watch this. New hat, muted kick, same filter. All right, let's add some little kick fills. We'll say track 1. We'll put one here. Trig condition. 1 out of every 2. Yeah, that's cool. And I'll lower the velocity. Awesome. I'll copy that and I'll paste it here, here, and here. Why not? And this one, I'll actually push it a little late. And this one here, yeah, I'm gonna say 1 out of every 2. So this is gonna be trippy because it will skip this one when these want to play, because these are, oh, my bad. These need to be 2 out of every 2. So watch this. Right? That's 1 out of every 2. It plays this, ignores these, and now it's going to do the opposite. Yeah. And then same thing, we'll say trigger velocity down on this one, velocity up on this one. Awesome. Copy this, and I'll paste this here. We'll say velocity down. This one's a little too wonky. Oh. Man, you know what? I want to add a lead line to this so bad. But I told myself to keep it simple. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go grab my microphone so I can sample my voice and just add something really simple to this. 1 second. Okay, microphone, mic check 1 2 1 2. We're just going to go into input left right here. What's good? Yo. This mic is too sick. Okay, that is way too loud, but this works, right? So we'll turn our threshold down. Jeez, why is that just like humming away? 1 time. What do I want to say? YouTube? No, that ain't it. Let's see. 1 time. Whoa, that hit hard. My bad. Let's see. 1 time. That's cool. I like that. Just 1 time. Easy. Keep it. KISS. Keep it simple. Okay, pause this. Let's zoom out. 1 time. Awesome. Zoom out. 1 time. Yep. Keep that. Record 13. Do I have anything on 7? I think that's my bass. We'll go to 6 for now. 1 time. 1 time. 1 time. We'll do the telephone effect. Band past this. 1 time. There it is. Sample rate reduction. A lot of reverb. Boost the highs up. 1 time. What if I pitch myself down? 1 time. 1 time. 1 time. 1 time. 1 time. 1 time. Ooh. 1 time. Ah. Okay. I appreciate you so much for coming by. Thanks for taking me to the end. And until next week, my friend, you already know the drill. Share the love, share the knowledge.